This YouTube video is going to be about the BOBLOV body worn camera. So I'm going to be showing you guys some of the camera buttons as well as the accessories in this video. And then in a follow-up video, I will do my best to walk you through the settings and stuff like that for the BOBLOV body worn camera. So with that being said, let me jump right over and show you the accessories that come in the box, and then maybe if I have enough time I'll talk to you about why I went with this camera for. So stay tuned. Let's take a look at what we got for the BOBLOV accessories and what have you. So opening the box, I've already looked at all this because I've done video and whatnot. So you have your BOBLOV body worn camera manual, user manual. This model is the T5 model. We have the charger cable. The one end is for plugging into the USB port on your computer, which is that plug right there. If my focus is gonna work, right there. This end is known as a mini USB type B plug is what that is. This plugs into the charger and you can only charge one battery at a time. This here is the charger, the single charger for the battery, and that's the end that the mini USB type B plugs into this port here, and you just plug it into your computer, and basically it says here red indicator in charging, green indicator fully charged, and that's what the charger dock looks like right there. The next thing we got is the battery. You get two of these, at least mine came with two batteries. That's what it looks like right there, a small battery like that. And then two clips. You get a big clip like this. I'm not sure what that would be going on at all. And then this is the front cover for where the battery goes, as well as the micro SD card, that goes into here. Now real quick, I want to go ahead and throw this out there. I put a link in the description below this video for an affiliate link with Amazon. So any Black Friday or Christmas or holiday or anytime you plan to buy anything off of Amazon, if you want to help my YouTube channel out, when you make a purchase off of Amazon, if you plan to, just go ahead and go to my video or save the link for this micro SD card. You don't have to buy the micro SD card. You can simply just use that URL, and when you add stuff to your cart at Amazon and you go to checkout, once you have checked out and you've purchased your stuff off of Amazon, I get a small kickback, which helps my channel out, allows me to buy a bunch of stuff I don't need. Just figured I'd mention that if you ever wanted to help out the channel, that's a way to do it, as well as you're getting, whatever you're buying off of Amazon. So that's the camera, and yeah. And real quick, we're going to talk about the features on this camera now. I'll do a video, as I said in the beginning of this video, about the menu settings and stuff later on. But on this camera we have infrared lights, LEDs. There's a total of 4 on this side and 4 on this side. We have a flashlight. This is a light button. So it's kind of like the light on your camera for your phone. It basically it's pretty bright. There's also a red laser that can illuminate onto a target that you want to use it on. I don't remember which area on this camera enables that. But showing you the buttons here on the camera, I'll talk to you about them a little bit. Here we have the record and lock button, and it'll indicate whether it's locked and recording with mic and audio and all that, the power, and whether it's on and whether the light is on as well. So going from this side here, we have the microphone. This here is for basically, you can press this button the microphone button. And what this button will do, I apologize for the focus and all, but what it'll do is you can record audio without video, and that's what that'll do. The OK button there is how you get into the menu. So if you ever want to get into the menu, simply power on the device and then hold the OK button down, and then it'll bring you into the menu. You'll see it in the back on the display there. The other option here, the other button, is the power button. By holding that button down, I think for like 5 seconds, it'll turn on the device. And then there's this other button here called PTT. This is actually, I believe, a pretty useless feature for a lot of us, because this is mainly focused towards law enforcement. It's basically like a walkie-talkie feature, and I'm pretty sure it will only work with what BOBLOV sells, which is something that is in the manual. You can read about it in the manual. But it's not useful to any of us. And then we have the up and down buttons to navigate through the menus in the camera. And then also up here we have for taking photo, as well as night vision is on there. And I think that's pretty much it with the whole feature part on the camera itself that I can think of. And I will go ahead and show you some video of nighttime as well as daytime, and then I will do a closing out of this video sharing my thoughts on the pros and cons that I've noticed about this camera, as well as why I decided to purchase this camera and whether I would recommend it or not. So stay tuned for that. All the way to curtain shades in there, and there's some socks on the floor, and something flew by the camera. There's something flying by the camera. Do you notice that? I think there might be a ghost.
What?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Ghost?
Yep.
In our apartment?
Yeah, buddy.
In our bedroom?
Yep.
How do you know?
Because there was a thing flying around.
Maybe it was a dust ball.
Was it a dust ball?
Like that. You guys might be able to see the water, right? Alright. So hopefully that video has helped some of you guys out with what you consider the video quality. I'm going to go ahead and end this real quick for you guys.
Alright, so to close out this video, I want to talk to you guys about why I had purchased the BOBLOV body-worn camera. A couple of reasons that I thought it would be useful for is for when I go out and I do Uber. When I'm doing Uber, and if I'm out and something happens, I have hopefully video of that. The battery does last pretty long on the camera, believe it or not. The cons of it though is the fact that, and this is mainly a thing with, like, I noticed with a lot of cameras in general, when it comes to recording at night, the night vision is not so great. It's pretty pixelated and whatnot. So it's kind of disappointing to have that pixelation. I don't know if any like cameras that don't have that problem, but it's just one of those things where at night vision it just looks terrible. As well as there's an annoying part with the when you turn the camera on, it announces like officers recording or start officer or something like that. It's pretty annoying. It has a voice thing on it. I don't know if you can turn that off. I think maybe you can in the menu and all that. But it also has annoying timestamps as well on it. So all your videos are going to have like these timestamps, like the time, the date, as well as I think like officer ID and maybe device ID or something like that. You'll see, chances are you saw that watermarks in the videos that I showed you with the timestamps and all that stuff and the date. You could see, you know, that stuff. And there's no way currently at the time of this video that you can turn that off. So unless BOBLOV releases some type of firmware that will allow you to turn that off, if they haven't already, they might have already have a firmware. I just haven't found out where to go to get that firmware. I did message them on Facebook though, and I'm waiting to hear back from them. So maybe in a follow-up video I'll let you guys know what I heard back from them and what have you. But as far as recommendations, I don't know. I honestly can't. I can't honestly say whether I would or wouldn't. I also wanted to use this camera for fishing at night because I thought it'd be kind of cool, because the GoPros, unfortunately, they have, you could probably record at night by going into the menu and then adjusting the exposure and the gain and all that stuff, but it's just a lot of work. This has infrared on it, so it records at night, and it can auto turn on and auto turn off through the menu. You can set the infrared to come on, you know, whenever it gets dark automatically, or whenever you go into a dark area or go into a lighted area, it comes on or comes off. And other than that, I mean, I paid about $118 for it off of eBay. It sells for about $140. I don't know if you get other accessories elsewhere, but mine just came with what you saw. Nothing else was included with it. But anyways, that wraps up this video. Hopefully this video has been somewhat of a help to some of you guys who were maybe thinking about getting this. But I think it would be kind of useful for some people who want to go out and do Uber Eats, maybe if you're doing like deliveries for like maybe Instacart or Grubhub, or just deliveries in general. Have a body camera in case you get hurt or somebody tries to rob you or something like that. Could be a little helpful to you. But as far as having like high quality stuff that's like cool, you know, for that isn't going to annoy people, probably not so great for like YouTube videos and stuff like that. And the audio, I don't think the audio is really that great in it either, like a GoPro's audio is. A GoPro has better audio and video, but at night the GoPro kind of falls flat on that unless you get a mod for it, and then you can get an LED light for it, but then it's bright, and then it's just an extra weighted thing to carry with you, and you need to charge the battery and all that. And actually the BOBLOV camera lasts longer battery wise than a GoPro battery does. A GoPro battery recording at like 4K will die in less than an hour, and it overheats real fast. Anyways, that's it. Have any questions for me, you can leave them down in the comments below. I apologize for this being a long video, but unfortunately I tried to cover as much stuff as possible in this video and go into a long-winded rant that I love to do.